good? Not good.
Yay. Ooh. What the fuck?
2 minutes later.
All right, we need to talk about this. Hot take. This is not the worst idea I've seen, but all right, let's go over this for a second. All right, Anvil Odin Founders Club. All right, cool. We got another grand club.
You guys all think you're so much better than me.
Oh, Meg, that is the least fancy thing I have ever heard.
All right, so let's see what we got here. The Odin Battlecruiser. All right, confirmed. Anvil Odin Battlecruiser. Done. Is the last of our original crowdfunding campaign capital ships that early backers unlocked for inclusion in the persistent universe. Great, yes, I have heard of this. At twice the size of volume of an Aegis Javelin, alright, cool. It will easily be the largest, most crew-intensive ship we've made available. So, twice the size by volume of the Aegis Javelin. So Javelins are what, $3,000? So this thing could easily be $5,000 to $6,000. Because we don't have a price yet, do we? No, we don't. All right, cool. To celebrate this milestone, we are creating the Odin Founders Club, a select group of star citizens dedicated to the principle of cooperative group play and positive impact to the verse. I like to say I made a positive impact. At least a small crater, maybe? Cooperative group play, getting there. These ships are built around crew coordination and dedicated people behind them. How you lead, organize, and use these ships to create impact for you and your crew. All right, well, I'm going to put a plug in here, so you guys are welcome to skip the next couple seconds, is that, yes, my org is hiring the Astraea Zenith Unitum Resource Alignment. We are a mostly manufacturing and resource extraction org with a little bit of reclamation. All right, carry on, moving on. To apply for access to the Odin Founders Club, you may go to Concierge Ticket Portal, select the new pull down in Odin Club, and tell us in 999 words or less why that's you and why you want to become the captain of the first battlecruiser. All right, so okay, we just need to write an essay, and the worst part is that I bet you anything, 99% of the people. Okay, you know what? No, we have a much more mature community than most. So I'm gonna put 90% of our community will probably just use ChatGPT or Copilot to write this up. All right, moving on. Additionally, we will review internal data across multiple aspects of Star Citizen's gameplay and add some of the most active captains to this group automatically. When the Odin concept promotion waves to go live on May 24th, those members of the Odin Founders Club select through either or both processes will have exclusive access to the promotion page to attain their universe. So we are apply to buy, basically. Okay. I'm going to put the pros to this, and hear me out. It just really does. Oh my God. But the pros to this is that this actually does do this potentially can do a decent job at filtering out resellers, gray marketeers. The thing is, so many people now have achieved concierge, and it really doesn't matter because, and I will bet you anything, a huge percentage of the applications don't even want this battlecruiser. They just want to file a ticket with a troll message or a complaint. And honestly, you know what? They can do it. Go ahead, because like if that gets their attention, that these massive sales are a bad idea, then go for it. Because honestly, I really like the fact that the Javelin was the largest ship a player can buy. Because here I'm going to go with the cons, is that like, I really wish they would stop selling progression pretty much. And I've heard the argument that like, you know, like, yeah, I'll buy the big ship and then earn down. Great. But it's just that like, I've stopped buying large ships. I do have the Pioneer and I do have the Kraken. And then after that, I was just like, no, I'm done. Like, this is the highest I would think any, like, I honestly, for general people, I would say, like, just go up to the Taurus, and that's all you need. But this is just a rant at this point. Because I was really hoping that this would be a concept, and this would just be like with the Bangle, where, like, we have to craft it at the dry dock. Because at least it's something that orcs can move towards. And the fact that this is, not the fact, but like, you can speculate that this is going to be $5,000, $6,000, which is what, pretty much like almost a down payment on a car. That's my immediate reaction to this. Actually, hold on, let me see what happens if I click on this. Oh yeah, it's right there. All right. Well, guys, if you guys, I don't know if anyone else feels the same way. To be honest, if it's just like 50 people, or like a dozen per region, fine. Congratulations to those guys, and thank you for supporting this. But it just feels like at this point, with Squadron 42 coming up, I feel like they are just farming headlines, negative and positive, because I am probably going to guarantee you that we're going to hit $1 billion in crowdfunding, by the end of May, and then this thing as well. So I can already like, oh my god, like a basic rudimentary function can already like predict the headlines. $1 billion game, no release, and Star Citizen sells $5,000 ship, still no promises kept, etc., etc. But yeah, but at least they'll get people's attention again. But I have been seeing a lot of like the reverse sort of thing going on, where people will just come into Star Citizen just to see why people are putting up freaking $1 billion into this game, and actually start playing it and get hooked, and they just start entering the freaking money. But if this is what they need to get through the finish line, go for it. Yeah. Now, like, yeah, a little bit of this is definitely I have to admit, though, I am being a little hypocritical, though, to be honest, because again, it is your money, spend it as you must. Like, for me, I actually melted every ship I had for the Kraken, because I'm trying not to spend too much new money into this game. And then sort of like kept some of like my medium ships together. Well, let me know, guys, how you guys feel. And yeah, I actually will be probably stream a sort of like a shopping list sort of like upgrades CCUs I hope to see during Star Citizen, and just finishing up my CCUs for the year and just calling it. All right, take care, guys. Have a good one. See you in the verse.